Good morning, everybody. This is John Lee. I don't know what time it is, maybe noon, 12:30, Friday, November 7th, 2014. I stayed up late last night. Something kept me up and going. And I dictated them yesterday evening messages. I didn't want to start writing and publishing lengthy stuff on YouTube. But something led me. There were like I's to dot and T's to cross. There are a few things I wanted to say that I just needed to get out. They just, I think, kind of ticked and tied and closed some gaps and loops. Understanding where I'm coming from, where God's coming from, to the extent I speak prophetically. Answering some questions, some things I expect to be criticisms or attacks that people might try to use to reject me. I've taken care of that. One was the contention that I think I'm God, a mistake I'll never make again, which I did in the past. But when you look back, kind of was more a matter of semantics, as I explained, and in a way fulfilled prophecy in Revelation and elsewhere of blasphemy. And what was that the Jews accused Christ of last time? Yeah. And but there were some important messages last night, including reaffirming my desire for 100% subscription, but also, as you saw in the missive I sent, the MGM brass, when their third chance expired, they ignored me, and I didn't give them a deadline, but it just went out. And how there's a special category of people out there that better be damn careful right now. This is my prophecy, my personal religious beliefs, and those would be the people that intended to or did cause harm to me or my loved ones. That could be gossip. That could be accusing us of being false prophets, poisoning, active participation in a criminal conspiracy to hurt or kill me or my loved ones. Let me say this on attempt. Just the fact that we didn't die ain't gonna get you nowhere. That was by the grace of God. That was God's intervention. You tried to kill me and took overt acts in that step. Excuse me, in that direction. As far as I'm concerned, you're guilty in the eyes of God. As had you succeeded. It was only God's intervention that kept it from happening. So in federal court sentencing standards, I think attempted murder is punished more leniently than actual murder. No distinction in this case, folks. If you took an overt step, and remember, conspirators are all jointly liable for crimes committed in the course of the conspiracy. Last time I checked in federal sentencing standards, they may not always be applied that way in this criminal injustice system we live in, that the world's developed into. My prophecy is that in the eyes of God, those are going to be the standards applicable to your punishment. I also proved a second way last night that I am not God. Pretty powerful stuff, huh? Now, but I've also said how many times that being said, we really work well we work in synchronicity, or work well in tandem, don't we? So remember, you see the miracles of Christ healing people last time. Remember, it wasn't Christ that healed them, it was God. Christ was the messenger. But if Christ prays to God to heal somebody, and they demonstrate genuine faith, lo and behold, watch what happens. Now, I had a question about filming here. I just got up this morning, slept late. Boy, I was up late last night. Something kept me going. I wanted to get some of that stuff out. Today I'm going to send a lot of one-offs to Sharon. Bing, bing, bing. Probably every single one of them you chalk up as another prophecy fulfilled. But I want to give you all an example. So I sleep late today, 11 to 12. Come out, and the sky was basically empty. I sit down at the computer to start typing. So I get a holy nudge to the right to the camera. John, relax, go take some pictures now. And so I had to charge the battery. Look at this guy here. Yeah, right. Random cloud. Give me a break. And then, as I've said so many times, as soon as I bring this camera out, start filming, watch the show unfold. And even standing here, I started on the other end, the right side of the north balcony, and then comes this big breeze that kind of said, hey, John, look somewhere else. There's something else going on. So I came over by the sun, and you look back at these pictures, that little image at the bottom of the sun, inexplicable. But there it was. And look what this one's turning into now. Hey guys, look. Do you see this on the face on the bottom? Do you see the right eye? I think that was the right eye. I saw left before. Big darker around it than the other one. If not this one, there have been plenty. Go back and look at the inventory. And remember, I'm the guy with the USA-shaped birthmark over his left eye. Little prophecy there, folks. And so anyway, oh, and by the way, I got a great new tripod. Look, I can even pan the skies now without, this thing getting weird. So when I take these HDR pictures, like the ones I got last night, the tripod really helps, because at dark setting, the aperture stays open, or the shutter, whatever it is, longer than in daylight like this. So to get the amazing images we've been getting in detail, look at this here. That shutter has to stay open longer. If you're holding the camera in your hand, that's kind of hard to do. But boy, those night images last night, angels. Look down here. See, that would be the main entrance to the palace right there. Angels, faces, all along those walls. Now, I caught those on some iPhone, iPad pictures, a week or 10 days ago. I just haven't had time to post them. I told you they were coming. I told you they were there. But I got, I believe, even higher quality pictures with this camera now, which takes better pictures at night. Plus, I'm a little upset at Apple for scamming me on their iCloud product. Don't get me going on what I think of that. And dang it, Apple, guys, quit ripping people off. And there's a reason. I just refuse, for some reason, to go to iProducts for so long, stuck with my old BlackBerry. But, oh, wow, look, folks. And then the other thing you'll see in evening pictures. Now, look, this tree right here, or over here. Folks, those are pine cones, and they're brown. Look at the pictures last night. They show up red, okay? Such that we now have red and green around us. Christmas colors. And how did that happen? How did the floor last night in the bathroom come alive and start vibrating? What is what I write about that? Actually, to me, that signifies something pretty significant that's about to happen. I'm going to tell Sharon about it. Y'all might want to pay a lot of attention to that. And while you're at it, think about, didn't y'all love the old Star Trek series? Beam me up, Scotty. Those transponders. What did those people look like before they were beamed up to wherever they were going? Folks, something big's about to happen. I'm gonna write Sharon, but yeah, how many times these lessons I'm giving y'all? Everyday delay. Especially that special category of special people that hurt or tried to hurt my loved ones or me. Wow. So, I just want to say good morning. And again, I could probably, I could sit here for, what, hours, all day, taking these pictures, which in some respects become even more stunning every day. To just, what's next? I mean, wow. And, but after, what, I've got 20, 30,000? How many do you want? How much is enough? But so what I tried to do last night was to take you to a new category picture, night and other images of angels in other media besides the clouds, like you're seeing right here. Hey, look at this one, y'all. Wow. And you saw them in the trees and the shadows. How does a branch of a tree happen to grow in a perfect angle in front of a light that is perfectly positioned to create an angelic image on the wall right behind it? And not just at one place, say on the driveway into the palace here, but at every single one of the 8 or 9 gaps or where those lights shine against the wall. You want to explain that one to me? And of course that would be on the same wall, a retaining wall, abutting the mountain where 2 nights ago I walked outside and saw half of the mountain smiling at me on a clear night. Then you saw things last night like no clouds around what looked like the moon. I got you there, didn't we? And I take a picture and you see 9 perfectly lined up maroon orbs, which of course I've introduced those before. Those would be spirits, ladies and gentlemen, that give off either light or energy at frequencies that may be, wow, look what we got here. Invisible to the naked eye, but undisputedly there. Something about this camera is picking them up. Not bad for a little $400 Canon camera that I bought at Walmart at some point. Hey, look, I'm seeing orbs now. Okay, this is funny. I just told y'all about the maroon orbs and some of those night pictures last night, and look what just showed up as I said that. In these pictures on these videos, look. There they are. Right there in front of you. They weren't there. Go back and look at the, they weren't there before. All of a sudden they're here. How do you explain that, folks? Because right as I told you about them, and what I caught last night, they show up on the pictures and videos I'm taking today. It's kind of like last night. There's another one where that the song came on, Blue Christmas or something like that, and all of a sudden the light coming off the whatever I was taking pictures of turns from whitish to blue. Okay, you'll see that. So don't think I don't pick up on those things, but this is, wow, amazing. And I know from experience that God being light, looking, you know, zeroing in wherever the sun is, that would be S-U-N. Typically an excellent place to look for angelic appearances in the sky. Anyway, got a lot of good one-offs today. And again, last night was important because I tried to close the loops on remaining issues that may be showing doubt, or uncertainty, or hesitation. I tried to encourage prompt compliance. I singled out a special category of people who would be well advised to get moving. They know who they are. Case studies, by the way. And like I said, I'm done trying. I don't need to convince people anymore. I'm just going to be happy, and I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. Recognizing, of course, that, you know, lessons, my writings, my teachings, will continue as I keep making lessons and trying to get the points made across. What times more do I need to say it? Anyway. But again, if you're in that special category, people that try to hurt us be guided accordingly. God bless you all, and God bless America.